After looking back at my preliminary task, I can see that there was improvements that needed to be made. When we first filmed this, we thought that it was very good and that we did very well. However, looking back at it now, I can see that we should have done certain things better. These things include the different shots that we used, as we was unable to film in a very quiet area. So in the background of our preliminary task you can hear the radio. As in the cafeteria that we was filming in, the music was quite loud and we was unable to ask for them to turn it down. This made our preliminary task seem less professional, as the music wasn't supposed to be playing, and we needed to make sure that in our final task that there was no music in the background, that any sounds used of sounds that fit in with our plot. Also, with our preliminary task, some of the shots that we did wasn't as effective as they could have been. These shots wasn't as effective, as sometimes we would use them wrong and sometimes we wouldn't use them enough and we'd miss bits out. This proved ineffective, as it made the shots look a lot more unprofessional, and looking back at it now, our preliminary task wasn't perfect and has a lot of improvements that we could make, but this helped us with our final task, as we was able to look back on our preliminary task and see what we did wrong. With our final task, we made sure that all the shots we used effectively, and we used them for the right reasons rather than just using shots to fill up space. We also made sure that when we was filming, that we filmed in the science classrooms and made sure that none of the work was in the background, as this wouldn't have fit in with our plot. And it would have been very obvious that we was filming in a science classroom and we didn't want that. Also, with our filming, we made sure that we used the steady arm to keep the shots very clear and steady, as in our preliminary task the shots wasn't as steady as they could have been. After looking back at the preliminary task, it helped us improve and make a better result, as in our final video we wanted to make sure that all the improvements that we could have made with the preliminary task was made better in our final video. Our final opening sequence worked out better than we'd hoped, as we had very vague plans and didn't really want to plan too high, as this would have created more problems due to the fact that we would be trying to achieve things that we might not have been able to. With our final video, we made sure that we included all the things that we needed to, and everything that we included we could explain, and every time we thought about what shots we needed to use, we made sure that the shots were effective and didn't look very unprofessional. When we edited our footage, we used a program called Final Cut Pro rather than using iMovie, because Final Cut Pro creates more professional work and it would have helped us create our final piece without making it look very unprofessional like our preliminary task did. With our preliminary task not being as good as we hoped, it helped us create a better piece of coursework in the end, as we was able to look back and see what we did wrong and make sure that we didn't do it again.